Hey, welcome to Happiness Bar, where my goal is to share cocktails, content, happiness. And today, we are making another beautiful classic cocktail that I think is going to be great to drink in the springtime, right? This nice, somewhat warmer weather. It's beautiful out. We're going to get these bright flavors. So we are going to do a riff on the Negroni. We're going to make the White Negroni. Now, if you're looking for a recipe for the traditional Negroni, check back in my classics playlist. I believe it's my first episode. I went over the traditional Negroni. If you want that traditional bitter, sweet, orange, stirred gin cocktail. Or you can look for my Boulevardier episode if you're a bourbon fan, you want something in that realm. However, the White Negroni is a little bit different. It still uses that London Dry gin, so we still get that juniper profile on the cocktail. But in place of sweet vermouth, we are using a Blanc Vermouth, right? A little bit lighter, not quite as sweet, a little more white wine-ish kind of notes as opposed to the more red notes from the sweet vermouth. Then, instead of Campari, we are using a liqueur called Suze. Now, Suze is a bitter, herbal, aromatic, gentian root liqueur. To me, it's a little bit peppery. It's really, really nice in the right context, especially because it's a booming liquor, man. It's a booming liqueur. It's strong. It definitely can take over a cocktail if you're not careful. With that being said, I'm gonna go over the build for the White Negroni. Now, I feel like this is one where there is some discrepancies on the builds. I've done 1-1-1 before, just like the traditional Negroni. However, I think that can be a little bit too Suze forward. So there is also the recipe of 1.5 ounces of gin, 1/2 ounce of Suze, whole ounce of sweet vermouth. So with that in mind, I think today I'm gonna make both. And I wanna compare the two White Negronis, and I'm just gonna tell you which one I prefer, which I like best. And then you can try them both at home and see what you like. So the White Negroni recipe that I've used most of the time is 1 ounce of London Dry gin, 1 ounce of Blanc Vermouth, and 1 ounce of Suze. That's stirred, that's served over rocks in a rocks glass, and that's garnished with a lemon peel. The other recipe that we're gonna try today is 1.5 ounces of London Dry gin, 1 ounce of Blanc Vermouth, and 1/2 ounce of Suze. That's still stirred, that's still served over rocks in a rocks glass, and that's still garnished with a lemon twist. So I'm gonna make both those here today. And the great thing about this cocktail is there is no prep work to be done. It's all liquor, right? All right, so this is a stirred cocktail. So we're gonna need a mixing glass, and we're gonna need our jigger. We are also going to need our glassware. Now I'm gonna start real quick by making the White Negroni with equal parts. 1 ounce of Blanc Vermouth, 1 ounce of Suze, and 1 ounce of our London Dry gin. Grab some ice. I'm gonna ice, mixing glass above the liquid, and I'm just gonna go ahead and ice both my glasses right now. All right, stirring for 20 seconds on that equal parts White Negroni. All right, let's grab our strainer and get out of the way. Let's pour up that White Negroni. Beautiful. I'm gonna set that to the side here. There's our equal parts Negroni. Now let's do our other recipe, right? So 1/2 ounce of our Blanc Vermouth still. And we're gonna do 1/2 ounce of Suze in this one. And we're gonna do 1.5 ounces of our gin. Ice the mixing glass. That ice comes up over the liquid. And let's stir that one for 20 seconds as well. "20 seconds. Let's go ahead and pour up this White Negroni. We got 2 White Negronis here. Both these White Negronis need a lemon twist. It's Wide fat peels, no white, keep out that pithiness. Spritz the cocktail, dip that down in there. Spritz the cocktail, dip it down in there. All right, and there you have it, guys. 2 versions of our White Negroni. We got the equal parts White Negroni, 1 ounce, 1 ounce, 1 ounce straight across the board. And then we got a little different ratio here where we're doing 1.5 ounces of the gin, 1/2 ounce of Suze, whole ounce of Blanc Vermouth. So I'm gonna start by tasting the one that I've usually made, and then I'm gonna compare and just see if maybe there's a better recipe out there that I have not been using. The lemon on the nose. Suze comes through. It's balanced nicely with the sweetness of the Blanc Vermouth. A little bit of that gin, the juniper notes. That's the White Negroni that I know and love. I'm gonna taste this guy over here. Still lemon on the nose. Yeah, I don't know. You get a little more, I think, sweetness. This feels like a lighter cocktail. However, you get a little more of the gin notes here, but I kind of like the extra added pepperiness on the equal parts. You get those herbaceous, peppery notes from the Suze. Negroni, I know it as a bitter cocktail, right, with the bitter orange Campari. People may disagree with me. Try making both at home. I think I like the equal ratio, man, the 1-1-1 straight across the board. That's the great thing about all this, man. Food and drink is art. And art is subjective, so what may be good to me may not be good to you. And either way, they're 2 great drinks that I'd be happy to drink in the springtime, baby. 2 versions of the White Negroni here. Guys, maybe you made this recipe along with me. Maybe you wrote it down, save it for a later date. Either way, let me know how you're liking everything. And as always, guys, become a regular somewhere. Become a regular at your local watering hole. It's the best way to support local business. And become a regular here at Happiness Bar by liking, commenting, subscribing. Hit that bell if you want notifications. We got cocktail videos coming out every Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern to get you ready for the weekend. Stay happy, everyone. White Negroni's all around. White Negroni's about town. Yeah da 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 da. Da 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 da. Okay, I'm gone.